Welcome back to Luxurious Night, your premier spot for the hottest and most luxurious drama updates. Today, we're diving headfirst into the latest bold and beautiful spoilers that have us all talking. Buckle up because this episode is a roller coaster of heart-stopping confrontations, shocking office drama, and scandalous seduction moves. In the high-stakes corridors of Forrester Creations, tensions reach fever pitch. Our favorite schemers are back at it. Daphne and Taylor are deep in conversation over a steamy secret. Brooke is waiting in lingerie, hoping to lure Ridge, and it's clear where Hope's questionable morals stem from. Carter finds himself caught between burning passions and broken promises. While Brooke advises him on how to remind Hope about their lost love, there's a twist. Daphne dares to step in and claim that she's ready to be his new future. Can Carter truly let go of the past? And just how deep does this love triangle run? Quick cut to a graphic overlay of key phrases: lost love, new beginnings, office confrontations. Brooke's frustration reaches a boiling point when she hears Daphne's flirtatious offers. With her signature sass, she reveals that not even lust can replace lost passion and leaves us with a tantalizing cliffhanger on whether Carter will succumb to temptation or keep chasing old ghosts. Just when you thought things couldn't get any more daring, enter Luna, the provocative wild card of the mansion. Ditching a pizza delivery boy disguise, Luna makes her intentions crystal clear. Meeting Will, she unleashes a seductive pitch that goes way beyond just craving a slice of pineapple pizza. The conversation quickly escalates as Luna draws unsettling parallels between her troubled past and Will's own haunted childhood, challenging him to see beyond the family scars. Will's reaction is priceless as he navigates both shock and desire, warning Luna to back off. But our audacious Luna isn't one to take no for an answer. With each move, she leaves viewers wondering, will this risky seduction finally shatter his defenses, or is it another doomed play in her controversial game? And then there's the family feud that's sparking flames all over Il Giardino. When Poppy confronts Sheila over long-held secrets, yes, the ones that have torn families apart, the sparks fly fast and furious. Picture this. In a tense showdown at a stylish bar, Poppy slaps Sheila, igniting a torrid exchange of bitter accusations. Accusations fly about hidden family truths, double standards, and, of course, a legacy of dark deeds that have stamped their bloodline. And just when you thought it couldn't escalate further, Sheila, undeterred, gives a chilling promise of payback, turning their verbal sparring into a full-blown showdown of epic proportions. So, what does the future hold? Spoilers hint at even more jaw-dropping twists as Luna plans her next move on Will, while Elektra's own romantic dilemmas and Brooke's relentless pursuit of truth set the stage for a drama-packed week ahead. From heated office battles to personal vendettas fueled by betrayal and desire, Bold and Beautiful is showing us that in the world of high fashion and heartbreak, anything is possible. The psychiatrist is shocked to see Brooke dressed and not wandering the hallways in lingerie in search of Ridge when she joins Taylor in the design office. Asking if she doesn't have her own office, Brooke pokes her in the rear. She assumes Taylor is attempting to monitor her. Is it good to be paranoid? Brooke is called by Taylor regarding the lingerie. Brooke, Ridge has moved on, and I advise you to follow suit. The diversion is unnecessary for him. For the next fashion show, he and Eric have been working on the couture collection. You really insist on having a male in your life, don't you? Ridge is the only man in my life, Brooke says. You are aware that we always find our way back to one another. Luna works her wiles. Luna shows herself to Will in the wardrobe room after removing her disguise as a pizza delivery boy. He tells her he didn't order a pizza, especially one with pineapple, and asks her why she's there. Luna tells him that although she has been considering something, she will be leaving shortly. Are you not interested in finding out what it is? She inquires. She claims it's about his father, but Will objects. She and Bill have several things in common. Will is aware of the problematic aspect of childhood. Many folks don't go around killing others because they have those. Luna claims she has come to the realization that he is the person with whom she shares the most similarities. Will cautions that, unlike his father, he will not buy this. Unfazed, Juan croons that she can relate to having a parent like Bill who is self-centered and careless. She doesn't know anything about Will, so he assures her, "We're not as different as you might think." Luna can tell how he looks at people and reads them effectively. He merely looks at her in a way that is equally dangerous. Luna acknowledges that she heard him talking to his girlfriend. Will isn't surprised that she was listening in. Will says he will wait until Electra is ready, but she offers to help him with his frustrations. Luna approaches him and assures him that she is available for anything, anywhere, at any time. Will tells her she must leave after she paws at the garments. In her underpants, Luna comes out from behind the racks and says, "So, what should I try on first?" Ivy and Electra are at work at the Forrester home, but the younger Forrester is preoccupied. Ivy inquires as to Will's whereabouts. Electra is unsure on how to respond to that. She clarifies that she doesn't want to offer her boyfriend what he wants. She reassures Ivy that they are in love and that Will is not putting any pressure on her. In her mind, she sees Will rescuing her from Remy. "He's my hero." She simply wants to wait till she's ready, not because she doesn't want to be with him. She hopes Will is able to wait as well. Ivy queries her reluctance. Electra hopes it has some significance. "Do you believe I'm committing an error?" Ivy comforts her. Although having sex can be amazing, it can also be unpleasant if you're not prepared. All Electra can do is hope Will gets it. Ivy is proud of her for being authentic, and she knows Will appreciates it. Will wants you as his girl. Sheila and Poppy face off. "I got your message," Poppy says as she approaches Sheila at the bar at Il Giardino. "I'm not sure why I'm here, but Sheila felt that they ought to discuss her daughter." "My granddaughter, Luna." Poppy responds, "So you know." Sheila responds, "What about the secret you have kept for all these years from me and, more significantly, from my son, Finn?" Sheila tells Poppy that she kept her away from her family and denied her son a bond with her father. Sheila believes she knew, but she didn't want to acknowledge it. Poppy shrugs, "I didn't know." Poppy claims to be correct. She was aware, but she didn't want to accept it. They had Luna, her daughter, and no one else was needed. The fact that she reared a double murder makes Sheila laugh. She slept with her sister's son, and Poppy snarks, "Obviously, she got that from your side of the family." Sheila responds, "At least I didn't go fishing in my own pond." Sheila looks around and wonders, "Do you see any angels in here?" "You're in no position to judge." "Because I don't." "How dare a sicko like you criticize me?" Poppy asks. She has your blood running through her veins, so it's no surprise that Luna ended up the way she did. She's finished with them all. Sheila is cautioned by Poppy to avoid Luna since she doesn't want to see her. Sheila approaches and inquires as to whether she is threatening her. "Because I will break you like a twig," she grinds her teeth. "So, now who's making threats?" Poppy asks. She tells Sheila too that she doesn't know who she's dealing with and that she can play her little game. Sheila knows who she's dealing with, a drug addict, a sex addict, mother of the year. Poppy cuts her off with a slap across the face. Sheila shivers. She then chuckles and gives Poppy a threatening glance. Bold and beautiful's horrible next step for Luna could make you throw up. I suppose the show believes that because it has allowed Sheila to get away with murder, attempted murder, blackmail, and other crimes for years. We're so used to monsters roaming free that we'll just, forget that her granddaughter Luna followed in her murderous footsteps. Warning, we will not. This further adds to the gruesomeness of the character's next planned maneuver. Sheila supported Luna's pursuit of Will in the midst of Il Giardino, which set up the scenario in the episode that aired on April 14th. Somehow the arrival of the killer caused no stir whatsoever among the restaurant's clientele. All the younger woman needed to do, Granny advised, was get her victim to stop using his brain and start thinking with another part of his anatomy. Classy, Grams. Sheila went on to outline Luna's long-term strategy. Lance's killer stated, "There is actually hope out there for girls like you and me, regardless of whether there should be. We create the world that we live in." Then, she continued, "They play make-believe until sane people are worn down and give in. They're sheep. In the end, they will believe anything you want them to. And if they don't? Well then," Sheila said, "we'll make them." What are we supposed to make of the path down which Bold and Beautiful is taking Luna with Sheila as her guide? That evil is superior to good? That it's humorous and cute to get away with murder? Whoa, what a fantastic message to spread, and one that was played for laughs at that. Granny had given Luna a Mario mustache by the end of the show, and she had sent her to Forrester to deliver something hot and spicy to her obsession. Hardy har har. As all of this was going on, Luna's rival Electra was performing in her own comedy and attempting to thwart Will's romantic advances by scheduling them a wait. What? A day at the spa? A day at the spa, indeed. Credit where it's due. Crew Moro's excited reaction to that suggestion was hilarious. And the laughter was welcome since Will hasn't killed anyone. However, if Luna's next maneuver is successful, no one will be laughing. According to teasers for the week of April 14th, she will need to make another attempt to woo Bill's kid. Does anyone not anticipate that she will eventually succeed and bring this terrible twist to pass, despite how randy he is? Soaps.com's most recent spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful for Monday, April 14th to Friday, April 18th reveal that Liam is determined to fulfill his daughter Kelly's dream. Sheila serves Poppy much more than pizza during a visit to Il Giardino, and Luna uses her creativity to try to gain favor with Will. We'll talk about it all as you read on. Week of April 14th spoilers for Bold and Beautiful. Spoilers for Monday, April 14th's episode of Bold and Beautiful. In Monday's recap, Luna strips down for Will, Poppy slaps Sheila, and Brooke and Taylor butt heads. Regarding their lost loves, Carter comforts Brooke. At least a new love is on the way for her. However, what about Carter? He does have choices. Poppy is pushed over the edge by Sheila. At least there is cake over the edge, according to this week's preview. Similarities to Sally Spectra to visit Will, Luna poses as a delivery person. However, is that a really good idea? Spoilers for Tuesday, April 15th on Bold and Beautiful. Will finally rids himself of Luna. The spoiler doesn't say for now, but come on. He's only rid of her for now, and we all know it. She's as delulu as Granny Sheila. Electra confides in her Aunt Ivy about her dilemma with Will. Mon Dieu. Brooke erupts when she overhears Daphne's plea to Carter. Bridget surprises Liam by saying she is working on his behalf. Will she be able to pull off the miracle that he needs? Category is things we could have guessed. Luna tells Sheila she will not give up on getting Will to be her own. Deacon advises hope on relationships based on her past. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Tuesday, April 15th. Brooke explodes over Daphne's move. Sheila strikes back at Poppy. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers for Tuesday, April 15th. Reveal that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, will explode over Daphne Rose's, Muriel Hilaire, move. Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, will also strike back at Poppy Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, so here's what B&B fans can expect. At Forrester Creations, Daphne will continue her efforts to seduce Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and convince him to move on from Hope Logan, Annika Noel. As Daphne insults Hope and pushes Carter to choose her instead, Brooke will end up eavesdropping nearby. After Brooke hears Daphne badmouthing Hope and making another play for Carter, she'll lose her temper. Daphne will face Brooke's wrath on Tuesday's B&B episode, so Carter will inevitably get caught in the middle of the conflict. Of course, Brooke won't be the only one blowing her top. Poppy just slapped Sheila at Il Giardino, so this confrontation is about to take a wild turn as a result. Sheila isn't the type of person to put up with that type of behavior, so she'll retaliate soon enough. Since there'll be a dessert tray nearby, Sheila will grab some cake off it and smash it right into Poppy's face. Considering Sheila's history, Poppy should really be glad her rival didn't choose a more fatal form of revenge. However, there's the potential for Sheila to strike back even harder down the road. Across town, Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, will continue to give Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, advice and will make some positive predictions about her future with Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. Meanwhile, Will's going to deliver a harsh rejection to Luna, who just stripped down to her underwear right in front of him. Although Luna will reiterate her offer to try some things on for Will, he'll get more forceful about his lack of interest. Will's going to make it crystal clear that passion is off the table and hope that he's done with Luna for good. Nevertheless, Luna isn't someone who takes no for an answer. It won't be long until Luna makes another vow to be with Will despite all his resistance. Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke exposes pitiful picture of Taylor this week. Bold and the Beautiful has a distraught Brooke Logan hitting Taylor Hayes where it hurts this week on the CBS soap. Taylor seems to lurk around every corner these days. This prompts Brooke to take a page out of the world-renowned Doc's book to shove in her face. And it seems this knocks Taylor down a few notches as B&B rolls along. Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan calls out Taylor Hayes. Bold and the Beautiful has Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, pointing out something to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. That sounds awful. She tells Taylor that she must have a lot of time on her hands as she's hanging around Forrester Creations all day. But that's not all. It's as if Taylor has become a fixture at the workplace, but Hope figures out what she is doing. So, when they come face to face again around the halls of FC, Brooke delivers another truthful fact to Taylor. But this time Taylor has no rebuttal for Brooke, probably because she realizes that her rival is correct. Brooke's delivery is sarcastic, asking her archenemy if she's taking up shop at FC. But it looks like Taylor gets it, despite trying to defend herself against the Logan matriarch. B&B, Brooke makes a stand. Bold and Beautiful has Taylor Hayes so worried about Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., going back to Brooke that she acts like a watchdog who pops up all day long. Brooke hit the nail on the head when she suggested to Taylor that is what she is doing, keeping tabs on her. Taylor pushes back and suggests Brooke was trying to ambush Ridge in her lingerie when she came into the fitting room. Brooke reminded her where she was, at a fashion house, and fittings go on all day long. But Taylor is not all wrong. Of course, that is what Brooke is up to, trying to lure Ridge back to her. But she was also correct by saying she was waiting to do a fitting with Ridge. Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor almost pitiful? Bold and the Beautiful has Brooke Logan calling it as she sees it. And she sees Taylor Hayes worried about losing Ridge. So instead of Taylor secure enough to think Ridge wants to stay with her, she makes sure Brooke can't have time alone with Ridge to entice him back. So this suggests Taylor knows it could happen. She could lose the dressmaker to his ex. So, while Taylor seemed just fine with Brooke throwing her sarcastic digs at her about taking up shop at FC, it has to hit her on some level. Taylor's excuse for today is that she had a client cancel. But Brooke suggests there's more to it than a cancellation. She accuses Taylor of hanging around FC to keep an eye on her. Then Brooke asks her what they call it in Taylor's line of work, the paranoia Taylor displays around losing Ridge. So, at that moment Taylor looked almost pitiful. Bold and the Beautiful fans suggest she is so paranoid that Ridge will cave in around Brooke that she fears the two being alone. But Brooke hit it home when she told Taylor that she knows very well what always happens. Ridge goes back to Brooke every time, and Brooke believes this time is no different. But Taylor Hayes has nothing to say about this, as Brooke Logan is telling the truth on the CBS soap. Ridge always goes back to his Logan. Head back to Soap Dirt for the latest Bold and the Beautiful spoilers.